5% of our population is below the age of 35. There are many schools and universities which produce very talented people in IT, healthcare, software engineering, and other areas. We have also now established a mechanism to recruit and export manpower to many fields. So Pakistan is therefore well placed today to provide the European Union with the required manpower. I hope that the dialogue on migration and mobility will be fruitful and add another important dimension to what has truly been a beneficial Pakistan-European Union relationship. And at the end, I think I will be remiss if I were not to at least mention one other area which will serve the countries well, with whom the European Union and Pakistan well, which is the area of GSP+. Just as we all know, that in the Middle East, we are seeing an escalation of exports from both countries more recently. So whether the numbers are 68% and 86% or vice versa, I think this has been a very good thing, and therefore we are looking towards that, the ongoing dialogue on that, and the continuation of that to offer women that solution.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Minister Rabbani Khan, for the excellent discussions today. And can I also say to reply to your start that in my experience, many years as minister and also as a commissioner, lessons learned is never underestimate a female politician's strength, commitment, and brilliance. And thank you very much, Tina. I think really we had a very warm and good talk today, and I think that we can do a lot of things together. I would like to thank the Pakistani government and all the authorities also for the very warm welcome that I have received here, and for the very interesting visit that I did yesterday. What we are building on is 60 years of relations between the EU and Pakistan. And we have, Pakistan is a very important and strategic partner for the European Union. And we have seen this good cooperation in many areas. You mentioned the trade, and I think this is an area we see a lot of a good outcome, and that we can do even more. And coming to my portfolio in Peshawar, I saw the efforts that authorities are making for good and sound border management, and the sophisticated counter-terrorism strategies that are being designed and implemented. And these efforts are unfortunately necessary, and I think they are well advanced. They illustrate the responsible approach of Pakistan as an influential actor and leading threat in the region. The stable security situation is in the interest of all, including beyond the region. So that's why this area of security is really also an area that I would like to see a deeper cooperation between us two. When it comes to migration, the EU and Pakistan have a strong foundation of cooperation to stand on. And you mentioned the Afghan refugees. I think it's impressive, and I would like again to thank you for how you have dealt with this very, very difficult situation with Afghan refugees. And of course, there's a big of many differences, but also now in the European Union we are experiencing Ukrainian refugees that are being hosted in homes. So these are challenges that we have to deal with. At the same time, also have the possibility and the strength to look into other areas of migration where we also need to cooperate. And you already mentioned many of those. I'm very happy that we together today can launch this dialogue, the comprehensive dialogue on migration and mobility. And it's about building on of course, the experience that we already have with the already good cooperation that we have on the EU readmission agreement and on legal pathways. But we can do so much more. The EU is an aging society, and we are lacking skilled workers in many areas and on many different levels. And I know that you are very well prepared to be a strong partner to us when it comes to legal migration. So I'm happy to explore that and intensify our cooperation on the legal migration. At the same time, it's important that we also make the distinction between those that are eligible to stay and those that are not. And that's why we also need to work on counter-smuggling and irregular arrivals and step up on return and readmission. And I think this is two legs that we can do together. So I think really we have a good basic standards, and we have the common energy and skills to really step up and deepen and grow our cooperation. So thank you very much for the very good discussion today, and I'm really looking forward